Dear students, welcome to CR's digital classes. Today's concept is splicing of index numbers. So, splicing concept, let us learn. In splicing concepts, we have two types. One is forward splicing, another is backward splicing. So, in this session, let us learn how forward splicing will go on. So, first let us know what is splicing. So check it out, the definition. Splicing refers to the process of combining two or more overlapping indices in which various bases are converted into a single series. Means we will be having the data, two types of data will be having, but half of information we have. Like if you consider some 10 years of data, so all 10 years data will not be in two series. So first, suppose like first series, if you have 5 years of data, the other 5 years will be missing. In the second series, if you consider, some first half will be missing and the second half will be there. So if you want to use that information, you can't go for it directly, because first series half you have, the other series next half you have. So continuously we don't have. So what we do is we'll splice the series. Means we'll make into a single series using that two different types of data. We'll try to make a single series so that we can use it with the regular methods and all. So that is nothing but splicing. So again, in this splicing we have two methods. One is backward splicing and the other is forward. So now let us learn what is forward splicing. So here is a definition for forward splicing. Forward splicing is nothing but it is used for splicing old series of indices to continue with new series of indices. The formula used for forward splicing is as follows. So we have a formula. What we do here is old series will splice to the before one. In the sense, like we'll understand in the problem properly. So let us check it out. What is the formula we have? Forward splicing is equal to index B of current year. Just now I said two series will be. So first one A, the second one B if you consider. So index of current year B from B series into index of A of common year. So what happens is two series we have. From A we have a common year which will decide when we have in both the series. If you have a common value, like it should be there in first series as well as in the second series. That intersection, whatever value you have, will call as common year. So that value will consider for everything and will take forward a splicing formula and will apply. So that let me explain properly in the problem. So here is a problem we have. Check it out. The following table gives two series of index numbers with 2006 or 2010 as base year. So obtain a combined series of index numbers with 2006 as base year. So 2006 they mentioned here as a base year. Yes, first year we'll call as base year. From that we have to splice the series. So I said just now, I said it's a common year we have to consider, that too from index A. So A means the first series and B means the second series. So 2006 whatever the started in A, check it out, we have the data here. From for 2006 to 2010 we have the data, but other data is missing, right? Check it out, 2011 to 2014 data we don't have for series A. So this is how the splicing will go on whenever the data is missing. So first series, second half of the data is missing. Now go for second series B, where 2010 as a base period they have given. So in the sense up to 2009 we don't have the data is missing. Now 2010 becomes the base year for the index number of second series, that is B series. So like that first half of the data is missing for series B. Now if you want to utilize, how you are going to do, like first series if you consider, the next half is missing. Second series if you consider, first half is missing. So we can't utilize the data properly. So in such situations, we'll go for splicing. We can splice in any way, forward, backward. Here we are using forward splicing. Now let us go with the formula. So what we have formula, index of B, because forward splicing we are doing, index of B series, whatever you have, of a current year. Right now, whatever you have, take that one into common year value you have to multiply. So what is common year? What I said, both in both the years, both the data if they mentioned, that is your common year. That too from series A you have to consider. So series A value should exist simultaneously in the same year. Series B value should exist. Then the A value whatever you have, that is your common year. So now let us check it out how the formula works here and how the forward splicing is done. So it's a forward splicing, right? So beginning itself will do, means in the first column itself will do. In the series A column there will splice. So series A column I am considering here. Now let us splice that. So formula we have index B of current year, in the sense whatever the value you have in series A. Let us check it out once again question. So check it out, series A already information we have up to 2006 to 2010 I have already information. So as it is you have to copy here. The whatever the splicing formula you have, for missing data will be using. So already some of the data is there in your hand, definitely we need to use that. So copy starting data as it is, means for 2006 copy 100, 105, 118, 120, 125 as it is. Check it out. See, same values we have carry on here. So series A we are splicing with series B because it's a forward splicing. So in series A we'll splice first. Forward means first. So the beginning only will splice. So first half of the data already we have. So I have written as it is. Now where the data is missing, thereon we have to start with a formula. So in 2011 data is missing for us. So what we do is series B values will utilize here. So in series B 2011 value what we have, 120 we have. So 120 into the common year value. What is that common year? What I said, which is there in both the series, like 2010 value is there in A and B also. So that particular A value becomes a common year. So that is your 125. So into 125 divided by 100 as usual you do and get the answer as 150. So in this way we'll go on for the next current year. So next current year for 2012 what we have in series B, we have 132. So 132 into again that common year, that is 125, this one divided by 100 you do get the answer as 165. So like that the current year from the B series you have to consider and into the common year of A series divided by 100 every time until the last year whatever we have you have to go on doing. So that's what is your forward splicing. So let us check it out, two more values we have, let us check it out that also. So current year value what we have, 145 from series B. So 145 here, the common year value 125 as usual. So take 125 by 100, get the answer here. So like that. The last one also let us check it out. So current year in B value I have 160. So 160, the common value 125 into 125 divided by 100, we got the answer as 200. So this is how forward splicing has done. If in single problem they are asking both forward and backward, we can do it. Or here we have done separately, only forward splicing we have done. So this is how we'll be doing forward splicing. Hope you have understood this forward splicing method. See you all in the next session. Thank you.